So this painting here is called Vendors, and it's based on a series of photographs that I did kind of like right before the pandemic. It was the winter before, it was at an event at the Pearl. And when I was thinking about the show and the theme of the show, I kind of went back and looked at all my source material, and I really liked this image because I felt like it had a little bit of a foreshadowing element with kind of like what was yet to come. And I think like with the glass, it almost makes like a kind of like a fishbowl effect to where you're looking out. Kind of also references social media and how we're kind of behind the glass looking out. And there's a lot of little symbols and clues. Like I added this front area, it's like with the caution sign that was actually there. So just the photograph itself had a little bit of foreshadowing of what was to come, because this was probably the last event that I was present where, of course, no one's wearing masks and everybody's close by. Like some of this stuff wasn't here. Like I added the Fanta, the clock, the money, the keys as like a memento mori, and kind of like I said, a foreshadowing, like, right before the clock runs out. So there's things I like to add to the paintings that kind of push it more and kind of adds like a subliminal message to it. But I feel this one's a good example of that little area of time, like right before the pandemic hit, that we recall when we think, oh, that's what life used to be like, kind of. And now that we're post-pandemic, we're never really going to be 100% the same because of all the masks, but there's a future ahead that is, I felt like it was a good image for the theme of the show, which is life will go on regardless of, it just is going to keep on moving forward. And from the looks of it, it's going to be a lot brighter than it was last year. So I guess we'll move to this next one. So this one I call Associates because it was taken at a company party that I was actually vending. And I like this image because it reminds me of, it's called Associates because there's like such a lack of intimacy because these are all like coworker friends. So everything feels a little bit detached, including like the vantage point, from the window looking out. And so I think both pieces kind of had that feel of like, because that's what I do, I work at parties. But I'm usually the one working at the party, so it kind of also is about my experience as well, like how I'm looking through the glass at the people